So today we are going to see about the lesson chapter 1 sources of food. Okay, chapter 1 sources of food. So let me share my screen. So your first lesson is chapter 1 sources of food. Where does the food come from? So the food come from plants and animals. Where does the food come from? The food come from plants and animals. So one is the plant origin, the second one is the animal origin. The food comes from plants and animals. I think as you have already learned in 5th standard about the food, yes or no, the food lesson. Next, coming to sources of food. Before going to sources of food, you should know about what you mean by food. What is food? Food is a substance. Okay, food is a substance that gives energy to our body. Food is a substance that gives energy to our body. Or we can say that, like, see, to run a vehicle or to run a bicycle, we need energy. We have to pedal it. Am I right? But think about to run a scooter or to run a bike, to run a car, we need a fuel. Am I right? Like petrol, diesel. The same way, in order to run our body or in order to work our body, the body should work very healthy, yes or no? So we need a fuel, that is, we need energy. So that should be obtained from food. So that fuel get be or the energy should be get from the food. Okay. So the food has a nutrients. That is, the food has many substances like carbohydrate, proteins, and fats. So these three are called as nutrients. About these three, we will be seeing in the next lesson. Okay. So now at this moment in this chapter, we are going to concentrate only on sources of food. Okay. As I told that the food can be obtained from plants and animals. Okay. So before that, what are the functions of food? Okay, so I already told you food gives energy, or we can say that food is a substance that gives energy to our body. Okay, now what is the role of food? Why do we need food? Or we can say that what are the functions of food? So what is the function of food? To provide energy and warmth. Warmth means our body should be in a that is normal condition. That is, if your body should not be chilled also, your body should not be too much hot also. Okay, so somebody get a cool body, somebody gets a hot body, but in order to maintain our body temperature, okay, so we need some of the foods. Okay, so based on that only, if it is a summer, we are eating cold drinks or cold foods and all. Okay, like a tender coconut and something else. In order to maintain our body temperature during winter season only, we are having a hot soup. I think this you have already learned in your lower classes. Okay, so the food provides energy and also it maintains warmth to our body. Okay, so that's the first point. The second function of food is food helps us to grow. Food helps us to grow and our development. If our organ should develop healthy, okay, so we need proper healthy food. Next point, to heal wounds. You can think how the food can heal wound. Suppose if you get a wound on your leg, or suppose unknowingly you had a cut with a knife in your finger. After some days, whether it is the skin will be opened itself? No, because new skin is developing on them wherever we got wound. Yes or no? How does this new skin has developed? How means that is because of food. I already told you food has many nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. In that, protein substance this helps to repair our body so that new skin are produced. Okay, if you get a wound also, so only our skin is developing again. Okay, so food to heal, food helps to heal wounds. Am I right? The next point is food helps to remain fit and healthy. Food helps to remain fit and healthy. Okay, and we should not go for any junk foods and all. We have to go only that is only healthy food. Okay, not too much of oily foods. We shouldn't avoid any vegetables. We have to eat all the vegetables because each and every vegetables and fruits has its own nutrients. Okay, specialized nutrients. So if we want to be remain fit and healthy, we shouldn't avoid any kind of foods. At least somehow we have to eat all the foods. Okay, and also food helps us to protect our body from diseases. So if we have a healthy food, we can fight against all the diseases. Okay, so these are all the main functions of food. For these purposes only we need food. Okay, so what are the functions? Once again I'll repeat it. To provide energy and warmth to our body, for growth and development, to heal wounds, and food helps to remain fit and healthy, and food helps to protect our body from diseases. Okay, so I'll coming to the previous slide. In that one point I had given us, see here, this functions of food I have already here, see, provides energy to do activity, protect from diseases. Here one word I have given you, helps to grow cells and repair worn out cells. What do you mean by worn out cells? Means damaged cells. So the damaged cells can be repaired if we eat a proper protein rich food. Okay, so now coming to here, produces. Why does plants are called as produces? Because plants prepare their own food by themselves. Okay, so it produces their food by themselves. Without plant, no animals, then no living things on the earth. So plant is the very basic thing. Yes or no? So only this plants are also called as producer because it prepares their own food. Okay. Next, coming to the next slide. Yeah. So we already know about that food can be obtained from plants and animals. Okay. So food from plants. One is cereals and pulses, oil seeds. So there are many examples of cereals and pulses as we know, and we have already seen in our kitchen also. Wheat, maize, like that, then cereals, many kinds of cereals. Okay, oil seeds like the castor seed, sunflower seeds, mustard seeds, many things are there. Next, spices, sugars, beverages. Beverages like coffee seeds and tea leaves are called as beverages. Okay, what we have a hot drinks. Okay, so that these are all the products which we obtain from plant, or we can say that food from the plants. Okay, next slide, food from animals. So the animals, that is from the animals we can get milk like cow, buffalo and goat, meat, that is goat, pig, hen, fish, or we can say that instead of pig we can say that pork, that is white pig is called as pork. Okay, next coming to hen, it lays eggs. Then from honeybee we can say that it is a honey. Okay, now here I have to add one point. Okay, so how do we get fish? That is the rearing of fish. That is the process of growing of fish. That process is called as pisciculture. Okay. We should not say that growing of fish. That is called rearing. Okay. The rearing of fish is called as pisciculture. That is the process of growing of a fish is called as pisciculture. The same way, the rearing of honeybee. The word is called rearing. Okay, rearing means that growing. Okay, so the rearing of honeybee is called as apiculture. So the rearing of fish is called pisciculture. The rearing of honeybee is called as apiculture. Okay. So these are the things. Then here we can say that the rearing of hen is called, that is the rearing of birds, not only hen, duck, yes or no, hen, duck, then many things are there, the rearing of birds are called as poultry farming. Okay. Then the rearing of cow, buffalo, goat, cat, that is pig, like that, all four-leg animals, that are called as cattle farming. Okay, that's all. So these are all the extra points here added over on it. Okay. So next, coming to the next one. For that, let's erase. So next one, some of the plant part which can be used as a sources of food. We know already about the parts of a plant. Am I right? Root, stem, leaf, and then flower and fruit. Am I right? So each part of the plant is edible in some of the that is not in all the plants. There is some specific plant can be eaten as a root. As an also, the root can be eaten as a food. Okay, so like that. So the edible part means the part that we eat is called as edible part. And you know that is, and you have learned already about that modified root, stem, and then modified leaf. Yes or no? That is, if you take carrot, the root can be modified. Okay, that carrot is produced in the root itself. So we are going to eat the root as a food. That is carrot. Am I right? Likewise, stem, ginger, garlic, onion. So that is, take as an example of sugar cane also. In the sugar cane, I'll draw on sugar. So if it is a sugar cane, okay, root will be developed. Okay, root will be developed, but the stem can be modified as a food. Yes or no? Only the stem portion can be eaten. Here, this leaf portion cannot be eaten. So sugarcane is also an edible part of the stem. Okay. So root, sorry. So edible parts of a plant and name of the plant: root, carrot, turnip, radish, beetroot, and sweet potato. So these are all the vegetables which can be the edible part of a plant called root. Okay. Next, for the stem, ginger, garlic, potato, onion, turmeric, banana, lotus. Okay. Then leaves, lettuce, fenugreek, spinach, and cabbage. But clove, we know already in the kitchen, clove. Flower, broccoli, cauliflower, banana flower, drumstick flowers. And fruits, we are having more: apple, mango, orange, pear, jackfruit, etc. Many fruits are there. Seeds, wheat, rice, kidney bean, black gram, green gram, cowpea, chickpea. Many things are there. Okay. So here you have to note down it. Example, banana plant, and then you think about banana and drumstick. It has a special kind of that is, some of the plant. Okay, some of the plant has one or more edible parts. Example, banana has, okay, we can eat the stem of the banana plant. Am I right? Banana stem we can eat it. Banana flower we will be eating it. Banana fruit. So banana has more edible part. That is, the part which we can eat from the banana is flower, stem, and then fruit. The same way drumstick, we can eat the drumstick leaf. Yes or no? Then drumstick flower, then drumstick. That is a fruit, or we can call it as a vegetable. Here, that the drumstick is a fruit only here. Okay, we can mention it as a fruit only. Okay, So these three things, that is banana and drumstick, these are all the exceptional that it has more edible parts. That is one or more edible parts. But if you take carrot, turnip and all, the edible part of the carrot and turnip is only root. Okay, like that. So this is the exceptional case. Okay, children, today with this, we will conclude the end of the class. Just I'll summarize what we have learned actually. Okay. Before that, so today we have seen about what is food, yes or no? Why do we need food? From where does the food come from? That is, food come from plants and animals. And then what are the functions of food? And then we have seen about food from plants. What are the types of, what are the different kinds of food which can be obtained from the plants? And what are the different kinds of food which can be obtained from animals? And if the rearing of fish is called pisciculture, the rearing of honeybee is called as apiculture. The rearing of birds is called as poultry. The rearing of cow, goat, pig, like that, four-legged animals are called cattle farming. That's all like that we have seen. Then we have seen about the different part, that is, each and every part of the plant can be used as a source of food. Okay, so the part which we are able to eat, or we can say that the part that we eat are called as edible parts. So we know already about the parts of a plant like root, stem, leaf, flower and fruit. Okay, so each and every food has its own edible part. That is, if it is a root, we can say the carrot, turnip. So we have seen in the many examples in the table or column in the PPT itself, as a no. Then we have seen about the exceptional case that some of the plant has one or more edible parts like banana and drumstick. Okay, I think are you all clear about it? Thank you children.